हे गाइस, कैसे हो आप सभी। उम्मीद करता हूँ सभी लोग मस्त रहोगे, मज़े में रहोगे। सो दिस इज़ अ न्यू प्लेलिस्ट दैट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम टुडे. This playlist is going to basically cover a lot of things on RAG applications. Basically, in the end of the playlist, what we are targeting is to create our own ChatGPT like project, wherein the base that we are giving would be a custom knowledge base. That means the data or the files that we will be giving to the RAG applications, it will be giving the response, it will be processing the response based on those knowledge base documents only. Okay, so it will be a long series. I think it will be a series of, I think, 15 to 20 videos, wherein right from scratch, from creating our own knowledge base to embedding it to making a semantic search, everything we are going to do from scratch. So if you're a beginner who wants to learn more about RAG applications, or who is just starting out in the field of AI, this playlist is for you, this project is for you. And yeah, we are going to use a lot of different tools, from Google Anti-Gravity to Chroma DB to MongoDB to many more things in this series. So without any further delay, let's get into the video. Yeah, before getting into the working and how the project is implemented, let's get into how the project looks like and what it exactly does. So this is basically the landing page that we see. Okay, landing page is not much of a concern over here in this entire series, but the major concern here is how we are implementing this, how we are using the RAG pipeline, how we are creating our own RAG pipeline. So let's get into the basic demo first over here. So we have this chat panel wherein you can just chat with the knowledge base. So currently the knowledge base that I'm having, it's taken up from an Obsidian knowledge base. So I'll just show you how the knowledge base currently looks like. So let's say the knowledge base is around system design of UPI payments. Okay, this is the one that is currently stored in my document or in my DB. So it consists of everything from this images, also to a YouTube video of Piyush Garg explaining how the UPI works. So this is the knowledge base that is currently saved in the DB. So now what I'll do is ask the second brain. I'll just ask it, explain me what is system design for UPI payments along with a YouTube video and image to describe it. Okay, and I'll just click on send. So what happens over here is, as the things that happen on ChatGPT, we have it a session that is created over here. Whenever you are doing anything in ChatGPT, what happens is the first thing is a session gets created wherein the user and the response is given. So after the session is created, the question is given to the LLM. Okay, like explain me what is system design along with the YouTube video and image to describe it. The LLM processes it, and now if you see the same exact YouTube video, and along with that the image is also displayed over here. Okay, apart from that, we also have a feature which is on speech to text. So if I just say, can you, okay, I'll have to allow it this time, explain me more on system design. So now we also have a feature which is on voice to text, meaning when I gave explain me more on system design, it gave me like a voice to text conversion. So these are the features that we are going to add into the project. So let's, before moving forward, before actually coding it, let's first create the architecture on how the project would look like. Okay, so we will be going step by step over here. Okay, so the first step would be obviously to create a knowledge base which is currently in .md format. Okay, so for now what we are going to do is, our knowledge base would be in .md format. We will be only supporting a .md file, which is a markdown file, which is basically very easy to parse. And the next thing, after we have our knowledge base ready, what we are going to do is ingest the kb meaning the knowledge base, into a vector db. Okay, we are ingesting that into a vector db. Now what happens over in here in the vector db is, if we have a text over here, what happens is the text gets, not here, the text get converted into embeddings. Okay, and this is where the vector db plays a major role. So the text conversion from text to embeddings is what is taken care by the vector DB. Okay. Embeddings here are basically a set of zeros and ones. So the first thing was to create a knowledge base. Second, to ingest the knowledge base into a vector DB. And the third thing would be to perform semantic search. Okay, to perform a semantic search, meaning the query that the user is giving and the response that is available from the knowledge base, do they match or not? There is a complete different understanding of how semantic search works or how vector DB works. In the upcoming videos in the series, we are going to talk about all those things in detail. Now, after performing semantic search, we will get the response. Okay, currently or in this stage, the response will only be a text. Okay, text and code. The first stage over here, as I said, since the response is in text format, we will be going first with the response in text. Then we will go into here as the image and the video URLs. Okay, so the first thing would be to get the response in text and code, and next would be the image and video URL. Now the next step here, what we are going to do is we will improve the search and retrieval using semantic search and lexical search. These are some advanced track concepts that we will be covering, like to improve the way the data is getting retrieved from the knowledge base, and also to have a lexical search being implemented over here. Okay, let us get into the docs that I had created earlier for my system design for the second brain project. And this is not a project that I've already built it. Okay, this is also under product under development. So it's like I'm learning this project and also making you guys learn the project. So this is like a thing that I particularly follow. Like whenever I'm creating a project, I go to Obsidian, I create a new vault or a new folder wherein I write what I want to build. So, and particularly in this series, I'll walk you through on how I think of projects and how I build a project. Okay. So the second brain project, I wanted to build my own personal knowledge base consisting of everything that I know and have a complete RAG model like Gemini or ChatGPT. This is how I want to do it. Dedicated path and like everything. We'll be using ChromaDB for our vector DB storage, and I'll be explaining you what is it and how do we do it. The next level would be a high level architecture. The user pushes MD file into a dedicated folder. We will have a folder, let's say with the name knowledge. So whenever a user pushes any new file into that folder, a GitHub action will be triggered. Okay, so this is where we will be using some automations by GitHub, and we will be integrating GitHub actions into our project. Now, the next thing would be the file gets downloaded, normalized, and splits into chunks. Next, to convert into embeddings via an embedding provider and then store them into the ChromaDB. Now, the front end that we'll be using, obviously, Next.js. And what it will do is it will talk to the chat backend using LangChain or any other framework to retrieve the nearest passages from Chroma and composes the answers with LLM. So these were like the recommended production stack that I was supposedly using earlier, but there are a lot of things that I have changed now. So for this particular series, what we are going to do is we will start with an MD file. Okay, it's not that we'll be only doing MD. Currently, we'll start, do one by one. For the first time, we'll do with MD file, like taking the MD file and parsing it, and then doing a complete RAG pipeline. Then we will go with PDF files, doc files, and also images over here. Building a RAG pipeline is something that is a very new concept that has come recently in the year of AI. And I have been building up RAG pipelines since the past 1.5 year. And particularly, this has become something which is a new favorite for me, wherein I like building more optimized RAG pipelines, more faster RAG pipelines. And this project was something that I was thinking a long back, but I was not having a clear idea on how do I implement this project, how do I go forward with this project. But now, since I've a bit completed on this project of about, let's say, 50-60%, I thought why not make a series wherein I'm also building what I'm learning. I'll be sharing you guys in this particular series. And yeah, this series will be the start of AI series on our channel. So I'm pretty excited for this series as well, and a lot of things will be coming on our website. If you want to check it out, this will be the link for our website. You can go and check it out. And also, I'll be updating the entire series with the docs on our documentation website as well. Yeah, we do have a documentation website wherein all the projects, all the we can say industry level projects that we are building, we are maintaining a docs for it. So if you want to check the documentation website also, the link will be given over here. So make sure you check it out. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. I'm pretty excited for this series, and do let me know your thoughts on how excited you are for this series, and what are your tech stacks that you would be using. I will be using a lot of new tech stacks that are coming into the market now. If you like the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.